Welcome to your daily dose of lamb dog. I believe, as promised, I don't remember exactly what I promised, but we're going to be going over my hunting trip of last weekend from the time that I came up with the idea, or from the time the idea was proposed all the way into the actual trip and coming back home. And the whole, vlogging along, just the story of last week, if you will. So, whitetail season is long done. About, oh gosh, last week of January, first week of February. No, last week of January was the last weekend of whitetail. No, weekend before last. Either way, it's long done. But on our property, we still have hog, and that continues year round for us down here. And so we set up a large feeder to create like a baiting area the last weekend of whitetail. Filled that hopper up with about 300 pounds of corn, set the timer, and just let her rip. Now, we've been having trouble the last few years with game cameras, so we had to get a new one, and that was planned to install this last weekend, which we were planning to hunt. Now, lo and behold, the weather very, very wet. I mean, we've been getting a lot of rain down here. So much so that it's an utter deluge to even drive down. Four-wheel drive is a must. An ATV to get to the backside of our acreage is darn near a necessity. However, at this point, you take an ATV about halfway there, and then you wade the rest of the way if you want to hunt the backside. So that was the plan. And it worked out. Everything was going really, really smooth, and just gonna be a couple of us, and maybe take down some of the tree stands that were on the whitetail game trails. Now, that's not to say that the hogs don't use the same game trails, which they certainly do, but we were looking to bring everything in just a little bit tighter, just as it gets hotter, just keeping it in one spot and allowing the property to sort of evolve, because we're just coming up on our second year there. And maybe start mapping out the idea for the food plot. But as the week went on, a couple things changed. The wife was no longer not going to be working, so she was going to be working, and our kid would have had to go to work with her for a 12-hour shift, which would have been really tough. So, at the last possible day, this was Friday, it was decided that she would come with me. And I don't regret it one bit. It was a great time, and that's how we ended up with the Saturday video of her telling that story. We were talking about all kinds of stuff on the way down there, and I couldn't resist turning the phone on to record that. I mean, it's just so precious. I wish I had done more of it. It was nice. It was I enjoyed it very much. So we're going to leave it at that. So where are we in the timeline? It's Friday morning in the timeline. We'll leave it at that. It's Friday morning, and we'll bring you through the rest of the day of it in the next dose. Catch you then.